Well, hello, all you beautiful people in the beautiful land. This is SharenD, and I'm popping on very quickly tonight because I just want to say a few things and kind of give you a point in the direction as to how the rest of the week is going to go. Well, today was an interesting day. It was amazing. I actually ran into people that I had not connected with in, wow, some of them 2, 3, 5 years ago. It was magnificent, to say the least. Doesn't that just make you feel good when you run into someone that you haven't seen, that's been a part of your life, and you just think, wow, I really miss those people in my life, in my world. And you get connected and you find out and catch up with what they've been doing and what you're doing and all of that. And it's as if time has really never gone by. That's when you have a really good soul connection to someone. When you actually don't lose any time, no matter how long it's been. And that was one of those days for me today, with a number of people. So it was just totally just mind-blowing. So just popping in to tell you some of the things that's going to be going on the rest of the week. This is spring now. We are right into spring, and winter leaves its little bit of damage. That's right, I used the word damage because that's exactly what it is. Even though we may not have the same kind of weather, I think everyone absolutely had an unusual winter this year, a harsh winter. And by saying that, I want to bring up the fact that there are some things that you really have to do to prepare your skin, the largest organ of your body, your major defense system. Things you need to do to prepare it to be able to just do the best job for you that it can. That's right. Protection, protection, protection. And that is what it does. So, in order to allow that to happen, you have to spend some time getting rid of the skin cells that have actually died and are just laying there on your skin from head to toe, because that is what's happening. And what it does is it prevents you from being able to, trying to get this over to lipstick therapy, the VIP group. Yeah. Okay, come on. So you have to prepare your body for the things that it needs to do. And what it needs to do is to be able to protect you. And to protect you, you have to get rid of those dead skin cells. And the only way to do that is by minimizing the leftover skin cells that are sitting there just waiting to do nothing. They're not benefiting you in any shape, form, or fashion. And what they are doing is preventing you from having the ability to allow your new, hydrated, healthy, happy skin cells to come forth and do the best job that they can for you. So by getting rid of those skin cells, you're going to allow your skin to do the best job it can, and to glow and just to look refreshed and healthy and hydrated. And when your skin looks healthy and hydrated, guess what? That's some happy skin. The 3 H's of skincare according to SharenD. So that's what it's about. Let's make sure you understand that from male to female, from head to toe, it's important to release those dead skin cells. Let them go on their way so that the baby skin cells that are underneath can come forward and do their job of helping you just look your best, healthy, hydrated, and happy. So we'll be talking about that. And I have a gentleman who's going to be joining me, one of my business partners, who he has found that by using that technique of exfoliation, that he's able to keep a handle on the major skin concern that men have, which is ingrown hair or razor bumps, whichever you want to call them. That's basically what it is. So by exfoliating the skin on the top so that it sloughs off those dead skin cells, you can allow those hairs to not have to twist and turn and go back in, causing you discomfort, pain, little cysts, and all kinds of things. Skincare is not just for women. Not just for women, ladies. It's not just for ladies, men. It is for us all. So he's going to come on later on with me later this week, hopefully, for the end of the weekend, and share with you how that has happened for him. Okay. Secondly, I had some questions that came up after I did the tutorial on how to actually put on your concealer in a way that's not going to cause creases and more discoloration and just make it more prevalent and just, you know, out there in your face. We want to hide it, right? We want to tone down the colors that are not necessary by putting a color on them that is the opposite. That's when we have colors like blue, reds, things like that that's causing kind of a darkness on our skin. Also, if we have something going on where we're shadowing, we talked about how to deal with those shadows, and also bags, how to get rid of them. So the question that came up pretty consistently is, if you have all three, which one do you address first? Really good question from this lady in Wisconsin named Sarah. And Sarah, here's the answer. The answer is that the bags need to be addressed first, because that is swelling, it's inflammation, and no matter what else you put on there to try to hide or tone it down in terms of the color, those bags are still going to be prevalent. And the bags are actually, if done correctly, the easiest one to deal with, because what you're doing is allowing your fingers to press out and away the fluid that is being retained through there. It can be inflammation, it can just be fluid, or it can be a combination of that. But either way, using, I suggested keeping your eye treatment in the refrigerator so that it's cool. If you don't do that, you can place, a cold pack on your eyes for a few minutes to help with the puffiness. And then applying a good serum that has vitamin A to minimize pores, as well as to help turn over collagen. So you're going to take your ring finger or your middle finger. They both are the most gentle fingers in terms of the pressure that you can put. So you're just going to help gently smooth in the serums or the treatment, whatever treatment you're using, and you're going to do it in an outward motion just till you get past right in here where there's what's called a drainage channel. As I said in the video, we drain from our sinuses, from our eyes, from under our eyes, from our nose. All of that drains downward. So by helping it to get to the area where it can actually flow downward, you are doing those bags a big favor. So take care of the bags first. Then you'll be able to better tell what is the colorations that you're seeing there. What are those colors? Are they shadows or are they actual discoloration? So we talked about in the video the very different things that you can do for those particular things. If it's discoloration, you want to check your color wheel, get the color that's opposite to what the colors are that you're seeing. If it's a shadow, then you want to lighten up where you just want to put a little bit lighter under there, not a lot. You want to put it gently, and you want to use a primer underneath it, a silicone primer, so that you're not just putting more and more and more concealer into the creases. So then you want to just barely lighten that up, and then if the darker shadow is right in here, then you want to put a lighter color there. So here you would put a color that's going to be pretty close to your natural skin tone, and right in here is going to be just a very light color to just diffuse that shadow trying to ruin your day. So that's the answer to you, Sarah, in Wisconsin, on that question. And again, we're going to be dealing with the razor bumps, the uncomfortableness of ingrown hairs for men. I'm going to be dealing with that and talking more and more about the importance of exfoliating, and the types of exfoliation, how they're used, when they're appropriate, and so on and so forth. Also, if you're checking Lisa and I out on Coast to Coast, for the month of April, we are going to continue on Saturdays at our normal time, which is 11 a.m. Pacific time and 2 p.m. on the East Coast. We're going to be talking about Couples Appreciation Month of April. We're going to be talking about lipstick trends. We're going to be talking about makeup over 50 and women helping women to heal. That is one of the things that is a noted celebration for April. So we're going to address that as well. Also, I am going to do something that has been kind of tugging at my heart to do for some time now, and I've decided that it's a go. Oh, hi, Cynthia. Thank you for joining me, sweetie. And the go is this. As you have heard me talk about, I am writing a book, a series actually, a series on family violence. The first installment is Wounded Abuse of a Child. So I'm going to give you a little tidbits of what Wounded is about, the perception from which it's being written, from what standpoint, and just a little bit about specifically the first installment, Wounded Abuse of a Child. It's kind of frightening because, this is my baby. This is my baby, but it's time for me to start letting my baby fly, and I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that, even though it's a little frightening. So I wanted to share some of that with you. So I'm not sure if it'll be, well, most likely it'll be on lipstick therapy. As you know, there are 2 lipstick therapies. Lipstick therapy is not just about a lipstick, but on this page we do talk about skincare, makeup, fragrances, body care, just all the things that help you to feel good about yourself. Not just inside and but outside as well. Lipstick therapy on the other page is primarily dealing with how to help you get through difficult times in your life that allows you to release some things from your life that you can just move forward in a more productive, happier, lighter manner. Because that's what it is. Lipstick therapy is a holistic approach to you being the best you can be, inside out and outside in. And so that is why I'm going to share some of that with you this month. But I'm not certain if I'm going to put on lipstick therapy or if I'm going to put it on wounded, which probably is the way I'm going to go, so that everything's together. I'm really excited about doing that. I really know that there are people out there that need to hear this information. Having worked in mental health for over 30 years and worked in family violence for the same amount of time, I have a pretty unique way of looking at violence in the home and how to stop it, how to deal with it, and how to change the situation one individual at a time. Because that's what it is. We're a family, but to fix a family, you have to start on the individual level, holistically. So I'll be sharing some of that with you. So that's just a little bit about what's going to be going on this week and what's going to be happening in the month of April. April is a fun month for me. It's a fun month for me. So I look forward to you joining us on Saturday for Coast to Coast Beauty, as well as continuing to look on and see what we're popping up with here. What is this exfoliation? Why is it necessary? Why do we want to lighten up on our concealer and our makeup, period? And my favorite, Fragrance Friday. So tomorrow night at 7:15, you can join me here, right here on this page, Fragrance Friday, and learn more about how to pick out a fragrance that's perfect for you, how to pick out that special fragrance for that guy in your life, and what fragrance is going to make you feel your best. So thank you for joining me. I spent a whole 18 minutes. I only intended to spend 15, so that means I'm going to go ahead and kiss off right now and tell you to have a great Thursday. Bye-bye.